Have you ever dreamed of starting anew? Life in a country where your skills don't just earn you a job, they open the door to permanent residency? Picture this. You land in Australia, the sun kissing the horizon as you walk out of the airport. You're not just another tourist, you're a skilled professional on a mission. Behind you is the struggle of uncertainty. Ahead of you lies opportunity, stability, and a fresh start in one of the most livable nations on Earth. But here's the twist. Not every skill can get you there. Each year, Australia releases a priority skills job list, a secret map of sorts, guiding thousands toward the fastest and easiest path to PR. In 2025, that list is changing again, quietly reshaping the dreams of countless people worldwide. Engineers, nurses, IT experts, teachers, some will find their jobs in high demand, while others might see their chances fade overnight. So what exactly is this priority skills list? Why does it hold the key to permanent residency? And most importantly, which professions will shine brightest in 2025? In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the truth behind Australia's new migration strategy, who's in, who's out, and how you can turn your everyday skill into a golden ticket for Australian PR. Because in a world where borders tighten and opportunities vanish fast, knowing what Australia wants next might just be the smartest move you ever make. 1. Australia uses national occupation lists to decide which skilled jobs are eligible for different skilled visas and which occupations get priority. These lists include the Core Skills Occupation List, CSOL, the Medium and Long-Term Strategic Skills List, MLTSSL, the Short-Term Skilled Occupation List, STSOL, and the Regional Occupation List, ROL. The older Priority Migration Skilled Occupation List, PMSOL, used during COVID recovery, is no longer the central instrument. Instead, the government now uses revised lists and processing priorities, including the CSOL process and state lists. Always check the Department of Home Affairs for the current list that applies to the visa you want. 2. Why the lists matter for easy PR. If your ANZ SCO occupation appears on an applicable list, you become eligible for specific skilled visa streams, points tested or state nominated. And in some circumstances, your application is prioritized. That directly affects the speed of processing, whether you can be nominated by a state, and which visa subclasses are open to you. 3. Main visa routes that rely on those lists. Skilled Independent, Subclass 189. Points tested permanent visa, invitation required. Occupations must be eligible for the 189 program. Skilled Nominated, Subclass 190. State of Territory nomination plus permanent visa. States maintain their own priority lists and nomination rules. Skilled Work Regional, Provisional. Subclass 491, Provisional. 5-year visa with pathway to PR. Often easier if your occupation is on a regional or state list. Employer-sponsored visas, e.g. 186, 482. Some employer routes still prefer occupations on national lists or have labour market testing exemptions. 4 priority occupations. 4. How to check exactly whether your job qualifies. 1. Find your ANZ SCO code. Match your job description to the ANZ SCO unit group. 2. Look up that ANZ SCO code on the Department of Home Affairs skilled occupation list page. It will show which lists, MLTSSL, STSOL, ROL, CSOL, include it and the relevant assessing authority. 3. Check state territory lists if you want. Nomination. States publish their nominated occupation lists and additional nomination rules. 5. The standard step-by-step path to convert a listed occupation into PR. 1. Confirm ANZ SCO plus eligibility, Home Affairs estate lists. 2. Obtain a positive skills assessment from the correct assessing authority for your occupation, e.g. Engineers Australia, VITASYS, ANMAC for nurses. This is mandatory for most skilled visas. 3. Meet English requirements, IELTS, PTOET, etc., at the level your visa and skills assessment require. 4. Calculate your points, use points calculator on Home Affairs, and target A. Score well above the minimum. 65 is the threshold, but invitations typically require higher scores. 5. Decide the visa stream, 189, if eligible and competitive. 190, if a state will nominate you. 491, regional pathway. Or employer sponsorship, 482-186. Depending on your circumstances. 6. Submit expression of interest, EOI. In Skill Select, if applying for 189-194-91. Seek state nomination where needed, then apply when invited. 7. Keep documentation, employment references, degree transcripts, registrational licenses, ready for the visa application. 6. Which occupations were priority? In 2024 to 25. Themes to watch for 2025. While lists evolve, demand in 2025 strongly focuses on health and aged care, doctors, registered nurses, allied health, aged care workers, information and communications technology, software developers, cybersecurity, data specialists, construction, trades and engineering, civil, electrical, mechanical engineers, electricians, plumbers, education and early childhood, teachers, early childhood educators, renewables and infrastructure, renewable energy engineers, technicians. These sector trends are reflected across national lists and state priority lists. Consult the Home Affairs SOL and Jobs and Skills reports for precise occupation codes. 7. Practical tips to strengthen your application. Actionable. Get the right skills assessment early. It's often the longest step. Some assessing authorities take weeks or months. Target state nomination. Smaller states or regions may list occupations the national list doesn't. And nomination can be a faster route to PR. Examples: ACT, WA, South Australia publish regular updated lists. Improve points proactively. Higher English band scores. An Australian job or study, partner skills, and extra years of relevant work can push you above invitation thresholds. Use the official points calculator. Consider employer sponsorship. If your occupation is in demand but you can't reach the points threshold, employer routes sometimes provide a direct pathway to permanent residence. 186. Ends. Keep evidence of continuing professional development, registrations, and licenses. These make skills assessments smoother and strengthen visa submissions. 8. Important cautions and realities. Lists and priorities change frequently. Removal or addition of occupations happens, but usually people with pending valid applications aren't retroactively penalized for removals. Always confirm the legislative instrument or the Home Affairs page that applies to your visa. Easy PR is relative. Being on a list makes you eligible. It doesn't guarantee an invitation or immediate PR processing times. Caps and policy changes influence outcomes. Beware unofficial advice. Many migration blogs recycle lists. Always cross-check with the Department of Home Affairs and the official state pages. 9. Key official pages and resources to watch. Bookmark these. Department of Home Affairs, Skilled Occupation List, SOL, and Visa pages, definitive. Source for which occupations are eligible and which visa subclass rules apply. Department points calculator and assessing authorities. Use Home Affairs tools to estimate points and find who assesses your occupation. Jobs and skills. Australia, occupation shortage. List, labour market evidence and shortage data that influence list changes. State of territory migration pages, e.g., ACT, WA, VIC, SA. Check nominated occupation lists and nomination criteria. 10. Quick checklist you can run through today. Identify exact ANZ SCO code for your job. Check if that ANZ SCO is on CSOL, MLTSSL, STSOL, ROL on Home Affairs. Take a retaken English test if you need higher points. Create an EOI in SkillSelect and compare 189, 194, 91, 186 routes. Explore state nomination lists and apply for state nomination where appropriate. Final note: the single most reliable habit is to check the Department of Home Affairs and your target state's official pages before making any migration decision. Lists and priorities do change. 1. Look up the exact ANZ SCO code for your job title and tell you which 2025 lists include it. I'll check Home Affairs plus the right assessing authority. 2. Create a tailored step-by-step PR plan for your occupation, skills assessment timeline, points estimate, state options, and likely visa streams.